watching an ugly sight for sure.
Now here's Griffin. Outside Jackson. It's George on the wing. The Bucks leading. And Tim, breaking down Jalen Johnson's game, what jumps out to you?
Well, Kevin, I think it's his versatility. He can really do everything out there. And when you combine it with his size and athleticism.
Now King following the three-point attempt by Blake Griffin. Back to King. Pass to Rose. Malone, a screen on Kirk. To the paint. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
A nice shot by George.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Milwaukee making a switch here. George against Richardson. Pass to Blackman. And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Blackman, and it's in after an... Bounce off the right side. And the Bucks lead by 1. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's George. He's got 8. 6 on the shot clock. Curry, good.
The defense just...
Here's King. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Well, that's a look you rarely see him miss.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Here's Blackman. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York. To the middle. And Ibaka kicks to Richardson. Jordan sets the pick for Richardson. Lets it go from deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. King outside. Looking to end the run. Basket good. King's got 6.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Just stretching out the floor. That first, they had the defense scrambling.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
So with Griffin sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Franz Wagner, Joel Embiid out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Trae Young, and it's White in at the 2. Warriors leading by 5. Young outside. Pass to Embiid. Rebounded by the Bucks. King outside. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul. Here's Blackman, defended by Young. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Now, here is Young. Nothing on the board. And the dunk by Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid right at the rim. That looked easy.
Here's Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Pass to Embiid. A fadeaway. And the Warriors tack on 2. more.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Blackman, the pass to King. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. 5 to shoot. And that one drops. King's got 8.
Well, that's a shot that some defenses can give up, but not to that guy.
Wagner outside. Outside, White. Wagner has screen on Richardson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Warriors shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Butler, he's checked in for Jason Richardson. The Warriors also with a sub. Thompson's checked in. Warriors leading by 6. And Young kicks to Jackson. Back to Young. Golden State moving it around. Thompson dishes to Embiid. Back to Thompson. It's Young on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors.
And we know Trae Young will hurt you from deep, but when he's getting inside and scoring around the rim, it just makes him that much more difficult to contain.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now here's Jackson. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
Moses Malone. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Golden State also making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jackson. And Wagner subbed in for White.
Yeah, and you expect him to make that one. I'm sure he expects it as well.
Pass to Embiid. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Butler. Here's Malone. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots. That's a big part of his game.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Now here's Butler after the miss from Joel Embiid. Pass to King. Here's Malone. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Malone's got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Well, that's one in the first, and now here's his second in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
Butler against Wagner. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside for Griffin. Thompson looking for an opening. And the 3 ball is good. He's got 12. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
And the Bucks making a change here. Rose is checked in. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Now here's Curry. 35 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And he really hurt them at the free throw line.
Now here's Griffin. Embiid, the pass to Griffin. And Wagner has it in the corner. It's hauled in by Malone. Malone's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Rose. Now here's Malone. He's defended by Wagner. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Malone.
They're loving the confidence. Just rise and be free, and you know you can do this.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any defender.
Now here's Embiid. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. Curry buries the 3-shot.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Warriors leading by 5. Here's Thompson. 20 points for him last game against the Clippers. Here's Curry, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Very sharp defensive instincts. There's no easy shots when Ibaka is around.
Rose attacking, and Embiid, the pass to Wagner. It's tipped. Stolen by Rose. Here's Malone. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
And the Bucks making a change here. Kings checked in.
And that's a good sign. He's getting himself to the line. I really like that here in the second quarter.
Wagner with it. Butler covering outside Curry. Wagner passes to Thompson. Kicks it out to Wagner. Curry wide open. The 3-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 14 points for the game.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
And not the big you want at the line. Ibaka can really hurt you from there.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Trae Young comes in for Franz Wagner. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Now Curry. 14 points for him. The focus from Curry gets it to fall inside.
And Curry is really putting his stamp on this one.
Ibaka right side. To Malone. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And here's Young. Now here's Thompson over Rose. Golden State moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Curry, good. 18 points for him.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
Now here's Butler. He has 6. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Young with the ball. 9 points last game. Curry can't get it to go. 1:58 left here in the second, and Trae Young gets the whistle that time. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Bucks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Embiid, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson, and George is subbed in for Young.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Here's Malone, and Malone with the stuff.
And you love to see Rose operating as a playmaker first and foremost.
Curry dishes to Embiid. And George kicks to Embiid. Thompson inside the line. A rebound by the Bucks. Malone's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
He is soaring on that one. Johnson going up high to get his hands on it.
And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. Outside, George. Curry is inside. Working on Rose. And Curry the bucket on the assist by George.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
Here's Blackman. He's got 7. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Blackman's got it all tied up now for the Bucks. The Warriors shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Curry passes to Griffin. Curry outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. Malone's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Butler passes to Malone. Fires from 14. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Griffin sets the screen for Curry. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And they're making sure on this one.
The previous play is under review.
The process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
A big-time effort for Moses Malone, providing a lot of energy for Milwaukee. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers. And, Coach, you guys came out aggressive in the first half. What stood out to you?
You know, we're getting to the paint and making plays. They're a great team as far as rotation, so we just got to make the right passes.
It all starts with attacking the basket. Thanks, Doc.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together, they play for one another, they're well coached. This team is a team to watch for the rest of the year.
And let's take a glance now at the Golden State Warriors. They're in a close one so far.
We need a department.
We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Curry has been sensational.
And, you know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Well, this is a nice adjustment, running the offense through him tonight. That's a nice little switch.
Bucks leading by 3. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Jalen Johnson is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Moses Malone. And it's Rose, and it's Blackman into the shooting guard position. Now Curry. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range. To the right side. Griffin finds Embiid. Clock at 6. Nobody near George. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got the first basket of the second half here for the Warriors. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Curry. Embiid inside. He's covered by Rose. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, man. Griffin is a monster around the rim.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Blackman. Johnson in the corner. Outside Butler. Over George. Butler can't get that one to fall.
That's 3 straight misses to start the second half. Not what they wanted.
And George, here we go. And then George with the jam.
Well, he's a little bit older now, but Paul George showing you he still has great verticality.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. And again, the Bucks miss.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Ofer to start the half.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
So it's the Bucks now. The Warriors making the shot. Butler feeling out of it. To end the run, and the rejection by Embiid.
And that's the rim protection you expect from Embiid. Really sent a message right there.
And they double up Embiid. Griffin finds Thompson. And here's Embiid, defended by Butler. Outside for Griffin. Here's Thompson. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Rose. Griffin with the steal. Pass to Thompson. At the top of the key, Curry. And here's Embiid. Outside for Griffin. Embiid. Oh, Embiid, too tough inside.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. Bucks number 1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Here's Butler. Butler with a silky shot.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Butler against George. In the corner, it's Griffin. Pass to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Over Malone. Embiid, no good. Bucks trail by 6. Now here's Butler. And Embiid pulls it down.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Griffin a screen on Rose. Here's Curry with the 3. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Here's Rose. Bank shot, no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Thompson dishes to Curry. Griffin sets the screen for Curry. Griffin kicks to Curry. Wide open shot is on the money. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Johnson, the pass to Rose. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Thompson. Inside, Klay Thompson.
Yeah, Klay Thompson right now so potent and difficult to contain for the defense. This guy can flat out go off on any given night.
Embiid with the steal. George against Rose. The shot by George, no good.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
To the left wing, Griffin with the steal. And now the fast break, and Embiid with the ball. Here's Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Kings check in for Butler. And the Warriors also making a change. Franz Wagner's checked in for Klay Thompson. Here's King. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
He has the complete game in the paint. King can get plenty of points on the perimeter as well, but inside, that's where he butters his bread.
Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Back to you guys.
And that is saying something. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Rose. Jalen Johnson picking up that last basket. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Curry with the steal. Here's George. And Curry the bucket on the assist by George. Curry's got 7 points for the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And this is exactly what Paul George does out there. He uses all of that skill to pick apart the defense.
Bucks trail by 17. Here's Rose. He's got 13. King. Excellent D there from George.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Embiid sets the pick for Curry. Inside. And Embiid throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
And that's why it's so tough trying to defend Curry in pick and rolls. When you think he's looking to score, he can find a teammate with the pass.
Here's Blackman. 9 points in the game so far. Here's King. Hits the jumper. King's got 14 points. And so it's Golden State with it. Now Curry. He has 29. George looking around. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Look at that touch by Paul George.
Here's Rose. Banked in off the glass. 50.